This is section 10.2a, part 3. We're graphing parabolas again. As we look at this parabola, our values of a, b, and c, specifically our value of a is not a number, it's a fraction. So we have our a, 1/2, our b of 2, and our c of 1. Now, let's see if we can remember what our equation is for the axis of symmetry. Weedy, what's that general equation for the axis of symmetry?
It's x equals negative b over 2a.
Now, as we remember that, I want you to learn from Weedy's mistake here. He said negative b. And as we always want to think about this, we want to think of this as the opposite of b, just in case b was a negative. Now, it's not in this case, but it could be. I'm sure he'll remember that as he continues on in his math career. So we plug him in using parentheses, the opposite of 2 over 2 times 1/2. He's pretty good at multiplying fractions, so Weedy, what's negative 2 over 2 times 1/2?
Negative 2.
That's negative 2. Now, if you have to be careful on your calculator that you don't plug this in like this. If you plug in on your calculator negative 2 divided by 2 times 1/2, your calculator will not give you negative 2 unless you put parentheses around that second part. So just as a little note, remember that. Now, the next step is to draw that axis of symmetry. And so here we go. Remember, it's a dotted line going up and down, and we have our axis of symmetry drawn. On that axis of symmetry lies the vertex, and we've already got half the value from that value negative 2. So let's plug this in and find our value. 1/2 parentheses squared plus 2 times parentheses plus 1. What's going to go in each of those parentheses, Weedy?
Negative 2.
Alright, so we plug in our negative 2. Here we go. Negative 2 squared is?
4.
Times 1/2.
2.
Plus?
Negative 4.
Plus?
1.
Alright, so the y value is?
Negative 1.
Alright, sorry that Weedy's a little bit slow there. I know you probably did it faster in your head. So we have our value of negative 1 there. Let's plot that on our graph there. Negative 2, negative 1. Think with me for a second. Does our graph go up or down? How would you know whether it goes up or down? Well, because it's a 1/2 x squared, because that is a positive, that means the graph is going to go up. That's just a little hint as we're continuing on our graph. Now let's find the y-intercept. What's that equation, Weedy?
Y-intercept.
0, comma c. Remember that from our previous problem? So we look at our equation, we get the value 1 for c, so our y-intercept is 0, 1. So let's plot that point, 0, 1. That gives us 2 points. The third point is easy. If we remember it's 2 units away from the y-axis is the axis of symmetry. And so we're going to go 2 units the other way, and there's our y reflected point. We'd like to have one more point on our graph. Now, what are we going to choose? We could choose 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1, or negative 3, or negative 5. Weedy, why don't you choose a point for us?
I would choose 1.
Alright, he's going to choose 1 because he likes to do things the easy way. I'm in full agreement with that. So, we're going to put down our problem using parentheses there, and in place of that parentheses we're going to put the value of 1. Well, 1/2 of 1 squared is 1/2. Plus 2 plus 1. That's 3.5. And so our point is 1, 3.5. So let's sketch that up on our graph. 1, 3.5. Go exactly 3 units the other way, and there you have your 5 points for your parabola. Nice and simple, very sweet. This is a problem that you'll see again, and will be examined on this on the quiz and the test, understanding all 5 points, the axis of symmetry, and the y-intercept. I hope this has been clear as we move to our next problem.